Alright, so I've done the first 5 character tutorials. Next up we're moving on to Tusk, and I'm going to jump straight into PvP mode so that I can do some necessary blocking to show off some things. So I'm going to start off just with some special moves, and then we'll get more into some couple of his normal attacks I want to talk about. So first thing is basically his equivalent to the wind kick. So rotate to down back kick, and just like most of those moves, the strength kick you use determines the distance that you go. So quick kick's very short, and fierce kick is much further. And all of these are openers, so if you use the fierce kick version, you can press a medium attack to get your automatic 2 hits. If you use medium, use either of the quicks, and if you use quick, use either of the fierce attacks, which I messed that up. There you go. Alright. Next up, you got rotate to down back fierce punch. Now this move is strictly fierce punch. There is no medium punch version and no quick punch version. So when you rotate to down back fierce punch, your only auto options are medium kick and medium punch. So if somebody's got a real keen eye, when they see that slash, they can know which auto's coming up next maybe. But you can also do a manual if you want. So manuals are fierce and then a medium right behind it. Do any ones, it doesn't matter. So any fierce attack and any medium attack. Next up is, this move's an overhead. It's also an opener. Rotate to down forward at fierce kick, and again, this is only fierce kick. There's no medium kick version and no quick kick version. So let me just show him blocking. Right, so he's crouched blocking right now. So when I do that move, you'll see that it hits him, and you can go into a combo. So somebody likes to do a lot of crouch blocking, and they don't know any better, and you're playing Tusk. That's probably going to be your go-to move. So very powerful. He also has a fake version of this. It's quarter circle forward quick kick. So if somebody's really looking for that, and they always duck, right? They always duck because they know they're getting hit by that overhead all the time, right? You can do the fake version. And we do the fake version. Although Tusk doesn't have a low opener, you can special cancel your crouching attacks. So you can, right, do a crouching attack straight into an opener. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but you can do special moves by holding a button, doing a motion, and letting go. So in this instance, I could be holding down forward, press medium kick, and then rotate to down back and let go of medium kick, kind of like in one smooth motion, right? Like that. And if you can kind of put it together, you rotate to quarter circle forward, quick kick, then down forward medium kick, right? It's kind of but that's something you could do. All right, and what's also cool with this move is that you can do it and then immediately follow it up with something else, right? So I can do a fake overhead, and they're getting used to the fake one, right? Oh, he's always faking out now and going low. So they see that and duck, and so they duck right into an overhead. So you got that. Or you could do whatever else you want to do, right? You could do the fake one into, I haven't shown this move yet, his dragon punch motion. So forward, down, forward punch. And just like all of those versions, it's going to change how high up in the air you go, right? Just like that. A little bit more damage on the fierce, but and oh yeah, let me show you something cool with that. So that's actually a move that will go through projectiles. Well, I knew that was going to happen. I'm doing the slow version. So it's only invincible for the first part, but as I was landing, right, I landed right on it. So, but that goes through projectiles, and so does your overhead attack. So it's very handy. So another move that Tusk has only works when you're close, and it's half circle back quick punch. You see it's a side swap attack. It's a side swap opener. So he's the only character that has that. Now, some other characters have side swap moves. You got TJ combo. If you do back forward quick kick, well, you have to charge back to do it, but yeah, TJ will swap sides really quickly. And Kim Woo has a roll. You tap forward twice and you'll roll past and you'll be on the other side. So she can actually like roll past them and then do an opener like right as somebody's doing an attack. So but yeah, if you attempt this move anywhere else, you just go into the parry stance. So the parry stance is back quick punch. So yeah, if you're not close. Now the thing to note about quick openers, right, and this can only be done as a quick. So some of these other moves you can do like a fierce version or a quick version or whatever. Well, if you do a quick opener, the auto is fierce, right? You have to go to the left. So you go to the left, you loop around. So what that means is any quick opener that you use, you cannot do a manual, right? Because manuals are fierce and then medium right behind it. So yeah, you do a quick opener, you press fierce, well, it's automatically an auto. So if somebody does this opener, there's only two options for autos afterwards, and I think these two look quite different. It's very like when you press kick, it's very obviously a kick first, right? Now that punch one's pretty quick, but yeah, just something to keep in mind. Like that's when you do a quick opener, you're pretty much committed to an auto. And I think that was most of what I wanted to talk about with the special moves. If I forget something, I'll add it in at the end. Okay, so I want to mention that he doesn't have a traditional sweep, crouching fierce kick. Now, to be honest, pretty much half the cast doesn't, right? They're crouching fierce kick. You got like Jago, Orchid, Kim Woo, right? Fulgor, they've all got hard knockdown sweeps. Glacius has my favorite. It's a 2-hit, so you can pretty much use it as a combo. You got Maya that like knocks him in the air. TJ keeps him grounded. But anyway, he does in fact though have a hard knockdown. It's forward fierce punch, and it's a 2-hit attack. Starts off high and then goes low. And this actually works really well against people who don't play against Tusk a lot, right? They'll get hit by that a lot, which I'll get into in just a minute. So the thing I wanted to mention about it is that all the other characters in the game have a pressure move. So with Fulgor, his is back fierce punch. Everybody else is pretty much forward in some fierce attack. Usually it's fierce kick, but like Spinal's forward fierce punch. But anyway, everybody else's works just like Fulgor's does right there. Right, it keeps them on the ground, and you can start to go into your combos, or you could be in a combo, right? Do a super linker and do that pressure move, right? Keeps the combo going. When you're Tusk, right? Once you've done the hard knockdown, you can't do any openers. Or if you're in the middle of a combo and you do this, well, you just ended it. So it's kind of a trade-off, because this is a kind of a powerful move since it's got a low in it, but the downside is that you can't really use it for combo potential. So just wanted to mention that. So one other detail about this, right? You'll hit a lot of people with that low, but at some point people are going to catch on, right? Well, take note of the very first hit of this. Right, the very first part of that. Right, it almost looks like, right, it looks like the exact same thing, but I'm pressing back fierce kick. So back fierce kick looks exactly like forward fierce punch, except without the low. So if somebody's caught on to this, you can now do back fierce kick and kind of force them into a crouch. And you can't do this instantly, right? It wasn't super quick, but it was probably quick enough, because somebody's going to duck and kind of commit to that low block. But you just saw there, you can kind of do your overhead after. You have to time it just right, but there you go. So that's something you can do. Yeah, it's lots of cool stuff you can throw in the mix there. Hopefully I'm not forgetting stuff. If I do, I'm doing gameplay now, like playthroughs where I'm talking about some more details that I forget in tutorials and making corrections or whatever. So if I forget something, I'll add it when I play through as Tusk. So I think I've covered all his special moves, and I'll real quickly talk about openers and linkers because you've already seen them all. So all of his rotate to down back kick, those are all openers. Rotate to down back fierce punch, that's opener. And rotate to down forward kick, that's an opener. And then as far as your linkers go, like while a combo's going on, you can do the medium kick or the quick kick version of your rotate to down back. So right, there's a combo, or I could be doing a combo and use the quick version, or you can do the rotate to down back fierce punch. So those are his two linkers. All right, next up, let's get into, I don't want to get into meter. Yeah, let's get into enders next. So yeah, let me just show the enders, and then I'm going to talk about one in particular after that. So we've got rotate to down back fierce kick. That's one of his enders. We've got dragon punch with fierce punch. We've got half circle back quick punch, and we got rotate to down forward fierce kick. And then once you've done all four of those, you can do them in any order. And as I always mention, if you've done four, then all of them are now 4 hits, right? If you've only done 3, they're 3 hits. Once you've done them all, you have a 5th ender, and that's dragon punch with quick punch, which is honestly, yeah, and then right, you can finish it off with the overhead. That's a juggle. But yeah, this is one of my favorite 5th enders. There's some really cool ones, but that's one of them. Like Jago's, another, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, most of them are cool, to be honest. Alright, and then we also want to show the mini ultra. So when his health's down on the first health bar, let's rotate to down forward medium punch. And that right, that is my favorite mini ultra though, I have to be honest. Because most of the other characters are basically like the same 2 hits 3 times, and then a final hit, and that's how they get their 7. Right? It's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But with Tusk, it's like this whole just barrage. Like that just looks cool. Personal opinion, but yeah, I love that. All right, next up, let's talk about meter, I guess. Now, most characters have a move that, I say most characters, some characters, let's say that, have a move that you can use outside of a combo, but it's also their super linker. Tusk isn't like that, so let me show his moves that he can do outside of combos first. So he has half circle forward back fierce kick. Real big damage, 3 hits. It's an opener, right? I say, come on. There we go. It's an opener. You can also use it technically in a combo. Let me build some more meter. Hold up. Oh yeah, so this is one other thing I wanted to mention. If somebody blocks the pressure move, right? You see, you can, just like other characters, you can go ahead and execute an opener, right? Build extra meter. But if they get hit by the hard knockdown, your opener won't come out. So it's a little bit like an option select, I suppose, right? Whereas all the other characters, if they block or get hit, right, because their pressure move starts a combo, so if you did an opener afterwards, right, you'd still be doing your combo. But with Tusk, since it's a hard knockdown, it they just fall down. So you can pretty much just go ahead and attempt to do whatever you want. Like, yeah, Dragon, any of his, well, not his side swapping move, but you can try your other moves. I think you can, well, I know one of the meter moves you can do for sure. But yeah, half circle forward, back fierce kick. You can also do it in a combo if you wanted to. So it's pretty much a linker, right? But it's not a super linker. It's not the 5-hit versions, but it's like a 3-hit shadow linker. I don't know what you'd really call it, but pretty sweet move. Also, come on, right? Goes through fireballs. Next up, you have half. It's the same motion. Half circle forward, back, and then quick kick. Really high damage. Now the previous one I showed was 3 bars. That's a 4 bar. But I actually really like that one. Now it doesn't. If I could block. What's going on? I'm trying to hold the block with my foot. It's kind of difficult. Now the one I just showed doesn't stop projectiles. So hold on. Oh geez, come on. Right. So it doesn't stop, but you can also use it. Right, I was showing the pressure move. You can actually do that. There you go. Not a ton of chip damage, but it might be enough. So that's something else you can do. Let me build just a little bit more meter, and I'll show his super linkers. All right, so you've got half circle back, forward fierce kick, and then you've got half circle forward, back fierce punch. So he actually has like 3 supers that are half circle forward, right? So those are his 2 super linkers. Those are the 5-hit ones you do inside of combos. And also you have his 6-bar super uppercut, whatever you want to call it. So most characters have this like super powered 6-bar. It's quarter circle back, half circle forward. There it is there. You can do that at the end of your combo. And that's the same move you're going to do to break somebody else's ultra. So as long as you have at least 6 bars and they're at the beginning of their ultra, you can do that. As long as it's not a slow ultra, then you should be able to break it. I think that's all the meter. Oh yeah, a couple other things I didn't mention. He has a regular overhead, back fierce punch, very long range with it. Look at that. And like all the other characters I'm showing, you can special cancel into your opener. So yeah, he can start it from way back here. Very cool. Also his throw. His is forward fierce kick. Most characters it's forward fierce punch. And then you can do the same thing like other characters. Do that air double, right? So while they're in the air, I'm doing a fierce attack and then doing his medium wind kick. Right? And then a quick dragon punch will actually catch him in the air. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk one more minute about his enders. There's one ender in particular, and I'm sure this is the case with other characters, but this one always stood out to me, and it's his rotate to down forward kick. You see it's a juggle, right? Or a launch, I should say, right? Launch, and look, I'm free to do whatever I want, like really early on. So I want you to take note of the damage. I'm going to do this same combo every time. I'm going to come in with the fierce wind kick, whatever you want to call it, the Tusk boot. I don't know what I'll name it, but I'm going to come in with that, 17%, and I'm just going to do this ender. Okay, and then since it's a launch, well, I got time to do that, Okay, 22%, or do the quick uppercut, I guess you call it. And that, you can catch them both. So I got 25% off of his level 1 ender. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do another ender, so that now it's 2 hits. And I'm gonna do the same juggles. Right. Now I'm at 27%, right, off of a level 2. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get to level 3. Alright, we were at 27. This is level 3 version. Alright. 29, and the explosion doesn't add damage, okay? So I got 29%. Boom. Alright. I'm getting 29% off of his level 3. Well, let's go ahead and get this to level 4. Now it's at level 4. Alright. Well, when it gets to level 4, you see Tusk jumps up and knocks him down. Right? Well, watch how soon I can do something. I'm gonna try to jump. Okay? I can't do his Dragon Punch in time, right? I'm not in range, and I can't do rotate the down forward, right? I'm getting 24% now off of a level 4 ender, whereas a level 3 I was getting what, 29 or something. So yeah, that's just one of those things where once I get to level 4, like I'm gonna always do this one before, like I'm never gonna make that my 4th ender. I'm always going to do it earlier because, right, it gets worse when it gets to level 4. So I'll save something else for level 4. Maybe just the Dragon Punch or something. But that's just one thing I want to point out, and I'm sure it's the case with some other enders with other characters. I haven't really thought about it too much, to be honest. But with Tusk, that one always really stood out to me. That it goes from being a launcher to being, you know, something you can't do any follow-up to. And not just a launcher, but one where you could do like 2 juggles with it. So, all right, next up, I'm going to show his finish moves, and then after I show his finish moves, I'm going to show you something else that's cool about him. So let's just go ahead and show the finish moves themselves. All right, so he's got his NoMercy. This is the one that you do. You can do it in a combo or outside of a combo, as long as the second health bar is flashing red. This is quarter circle forward twice, medium punch. So that's just if you want to throw it out, or yeah, of course you can always do these things as an ender, where it's basically guaranteed. Then you got his ultimate. This is the one you have to do in a combo. It's a Dragon Punch motion with medium kick. And then lastly is his ultra. It's rotate to down back medium punch. Alright, and so I've got the list up here. It shows you like the number of hits to get added based on how many enders you've done, and the fact that you can do the super at the end and all that. I wanted to re-record this part because it went on for about 10 minutes, so I want to get to the point. Point being is that when people block your NoMercies, there's a range of an amount of meter you can get. It goes from 0 with somebody like Jago to little dots with some of the other characters, and some characters can get about 4 bars. But I want you to take note of how much meter Tusk gets when this is blocked. Okay? The whole thing. So 100% meter. Of course, he's left open for a long time when he does it, so you want to do it from afar. But somebody like Jago is also left open for pretty much the same time and gets 0. So it's, yeah, that's one advantage that Tusk has that I wanted to kind of call out. So, all right, my next tutorial I'm going to do is going to be Spinal. I'll probably start that sometime soon and do some playthroughs in the meantime. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.